This Rugged Ridge 3-inch cube LED light with high and low beam is for those of you that have a 1987 and up Wrangler and are looking to add a unique auxiliary light. This light is going to have a forward-facing light. It's going to throw light forward, as with a lot of other LED cubes that are on the market. But what makes this unique is that it also has a separate beam that is going to be an amber, almost marker style light. And because of the plastic pieces that separate the four forward-facing LED white lights, this gives you almost like a crosshair look. Those plastic pieces almost act as a fiber optic inside the light, giving again a very unique and, in my opinion, a very good look. These lights, an auxiliary light in general, a forward-facing spot style auxiliary light, is going to be useful on those dark back roads when there's no oncoming traffic. Of course, when you're hitting the trail, especially when there isn't anybody in front of you. But if you want to be able to use your forward-facing lights in other scenarios on the road when there is traffic around, that amber marker light is going to be a great way to still get some functionality out of these lights when you otherwise wouldn't be able to use them. And because this is going to be a 3-wire light, because it is a dual function light, the wiring becomes slightly more complicated. So if you're not comfortable with automotive wiring, do keep that in mind. However, overall, I think you are getting a unique light. You're getting a high quality light from Rugged Ridge. And I do think that this is going to be an appropriately priced light for the functionality that you get. This light is sold individually. However, Rugged Ridge does offer a lot of packages that include multiple lights and brackets as well if you're looking for more of a one-stop shop. However, if you want to get a little bit more creative with where you mount these lights, you're looking to replace something you already have a bracket, then you can buy these individually, and that's what we have here. So this does come with a traditional bracket that's going to give you a traditional single post mount, so you can put these up on the A-pillar, you can put them on a bumper hoop, you can really put these anywhere you decide you want to mount them up. This does have a weatherproof connector on it here. When you plug the pigtail that comes with the light into that, you're going to end up with a 2-wire pigtail, and that's going to be your hot and your ground for your forward-facing white light. Over here, you're going to have your amber light that you're going to have to wire up separately. So like I said, the wiring does become a little bit more complicated because this is going to be a 3-wire light. Now, as far as the light itself goes, it's going to be a polycarbonate lens. This is actually also a poly body, so this is not an aluminum bodied light, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The plastic is going to do a really nice job of conducting the heat away from the LED. It's going to be lighter weight. It's also going to be a little bit less expensive to produce and therefore a little bit less expensive to purchase as well. If you were to scratch the powder coating off of one of those aluminum lights, of course you're not going to get rust, but you will get some oxidation. With the plastic, if it does get a scratch on it, of course, you're not going to have that issue to worry about. Now, this is also going to be a waterproof light, IP67 rated. The 4 forward-facing LEDs do produce, like I said before, a spot beam. It does have a little bit of scatter to it. Definitely not a flood beam, not a pencil spot, but more of a traditional spot beam. It's not an overly focused beam pattern. It's going to be a good general use forward-facing light. And of course, when you do have just that center amber light on, you are going to get that crosshair pattern. You're going to get more of a marker light that is going to give your Jeep a really unique look. I'm going to give the install of this light a 1 out of 3 wrenches. Chances are you're going to be mounting this on a light mount tab or a bolt-on light mount bracket that you have or that you're purchasing separately, so you're not going to have to drill any holes to get this light mounted up. Now, the wiring, that's a little bit of a different story, and that can become a little bit more complicated depending on how you decide to go about it. There are some wiring harnesses that you can purchase that are a 3-wire wiring harness with a 3-position switch that will make getting this wired up a little bit easier. However, you can also, if you are more automotive wiring savvy, you can wire these in a lot of different ways. You can wire the amber marker light right in with your parking lights. You can have it a separate switch. You can do a lot of different things with it. So I'm going to give the installation a timeline of right around an hour to get this installed, but again, could be more, could be less, depending on how savvy you are with automotive wiring and exactly how you want to get this thing wired up. So most of you are going to install the bracket that comes in the box with the light. Again, that gives you that single post light mount. You're going to bolt it onto the Jeep. That part's very easy, won't take you any time at all. After that, it comes down to wiring this thing, getting it set up exactly how you like it. This light's going to come in at right around $80, and as I said before, I do think that's a pretty good deal for all of the functionality that you're getting, and you're also getting a lot of high quality. Now, you can get a light like this that's going to be right around $80 without the marker light feature from some of the other brands out there, and maybe the forward-facing light has a bit of a more focused beam pattern or a few more lumens. But what I like about this is that you're getting that amber marker light in that crosshair pattern. You're going to be able to use this light on a daily basis if you want to, where otherwise, if you just had a spot forward facing light, you're only going to be able to use those in a select number of scenarios without blinding oncoming traffic. So again, because of the functionality and the quality that you're getting here, I do think this is a good deal. So if you're looking for a unique and very functional 3-inch square LED auxiliary light, I definitely recommend taking a look at this new light from Rugged Ridge that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.